For more on the passing of jazz legend Jonas Gwangwa, we're now joined by Minister for Arts and Culture, Nathi Mthethwa, who's joining us by Skype tonight. Minister, good to have your time. Your initial reaction or reflections on the passing of this legend tonight?
Well, I just thought of somebody who made us as South Africa to be known in the world, who put the name of the country in the world map. Although during a very difficult time of apartheid and introducing our own genre of jazz, South African, in the entire world, to this day, he was able to combine his own work, showing the world that its potency, the potence of arts and culture generally, but combine that with the fight against apartheid, even when the ANC gave him and others the task of forming a Mandla ensemble. So that's what came to my mind when I heard his passing.
And just on the point you're making about the likes of Jonas Gwangwa, he was part of that unique generation that was indeed involved through the arts in the fight for South Africa's liberation from the evil of the apartheid regime, right? It also speaks to how the arts are a serious profession, and what has been called for by many of the industry professionals to say it's more than just music, more than just acting.
He will say it himself. You see, for instance, when we'd have these discussions with him about his role in Amandla, he would emphasize the point that Amandla was mainly epitomizing, it epitomized the unity of our people, because there you had different cultures coming together, people from all backgrounds, all ethnic backgrounds, coming together, appreciating each other, but knowing that together they are a very potent force which can destroy apartheid. So his involvement, his craft was mainly about building a new South Africa, which he came to realize and taking it forward from the ashes of the evils of apartheid. So indeed, from the point of view of what he was able to do and his colleagues showed that arts is not just about entertainment. Entertainment is important, but it is about changing the world for better.
Legacy preservation, how do we keep the name and the story of someone of Jonas Gwangwa's caliber alive beyond yours and my lifetime?
Well, last month we relaunched the Living Legends Legacy Fraternity, which he was part of right from the beginning. So I dedicated the first day to him and his message to his fellow legends. And one of the things he said is that that which was aimed to achieve with the formation of the LLF, that is to ensure that there's an exchange, intergenerational cooperation and master classes to younger generation, so that the legacy is kept of the legends today, was one of the things he emphasized. And that's precisely the reason why we have the LLF under the new leadership now of Dr. John Kani. It's precisely to ensure that the heritage, the legacy of these giants is kept whilst they are still alive and long after they've gone.
Have you been able to speak to the Gwangwa family today?
Yes, I was. We speak almost all the time. We spoke, and the family is really shattered. And they are meeting as a family today. So it's a difficult period.
Any details yet on when he might be laid to rest? Memorial services?
I'm certain that the family is going to share that with all of us, as they have informed me that they are having their meeting today.
All right, just while I have you then, Minister, Tomorrow, 9 o'clock in the morning, we're expecting the funeral service for your late colleague, late comrade, Minister Jackson Mthembu. Are you able to update us in any way on the plans for the services to remember him?
Well, the service to remember him would be tomorrow, and it will happen under strict health protocols in his hometown, which is Malahleni. So, really, it would be bidding farewell to yet another giant, whom I know very well from the youth years in the fight against apartheid. In fact, people like him dedicated their youth years to serious business. They never enjoyed their youthfulness. As a person, is somebody who always carried those values of our movement, of hard work, of serving the people, and believing in honest, hard work and dedicating himself as a servant of all the people across the board. That is why everybody across the political spectrum, opposition and everybody, are saying one and the same thing, because in him you had somebody who always was ready to listen and engage with everybody.
And did you share a unique personal relationship, I wonder, with Minister Mthembu?
Well, as I said, we come a long way from our youth days. There was a gap in terms of of age between us, but we're all part of the United Democratic Front, and we, joined the ANC when it was unbanned during that time, where we were very close, because in terms of the youth politics, I came to know Comrade Jackson as this, considerate comrade all the time, through yet another comrade, Lassie Chiwayo, who also hails from Witbank. He used to talk about this comrade Jackson Mthembu, until we met. And we have that kind of a bond, especially to this day. We still interact, and we are still interacting, the three of us.
All right, Minister Nathi Mthethwa, Arts and Culture Minister, speaking to us today about the passing of jazz legend Jonas Gwangwa, as well as preparations ahead of Sunday's burial of his cabinet colleague, Jackson Mthembu.